Hi, I'm Natalie Painting, and I am with the Greater Philadelphia chapter of ATD. And today I have the pleasure of being joined by Natalie Ridgeway, who is the Assistant Creative Director and an adjunct instructor at Wilmington's University College of Technology. And Natalie is actually going to be joining us on June 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to teach us all about engaging infographics. Now, Natalie, I was really interested to see that actually 65% of learners are actually visual. And it's interesting because I'm a visual learner, surprise, because hello, we're the majority, right?
Yes.
But I didn't realize we were the majority. I really thought that auditory learners were the people, like the majority of people who are learners, right? And how people learn. And so you're speaking about this sort of transformative nature of making infographics memorable and attention
Mhm.
grabbing and persuasive. And I'd love to talk about the nature of persuasion, especially in the L&D community. We always are talking about the stickiness of what we're
Mhm.
teaching or what we're trying the learners to retain. So how can infographics with their attention grabbing and their persuasiveness really help us with helping learners retain knowledge?
Yeah. So, like you said in the description, 65% of people are visual learners. So, you're right. That is the majority.
Mm.
In fact, 90% of the information that is transmitted to our brain is visuals. So, it's really telling you that people are visual by nature.
Mm.
Which can help in so many ways with like data processing, organizational and effectiveness, and the visual communication. So infographics are great for all of that because they're they're really digestible and snackable pieces of information. They're
Snackable.
great ways
I
for
love that.
organizing.
Snackable.
Snackable, yes. They're great ways to organize your data and charts and stats, and they're really good for like presentations and reports in social media. So when we live in a world of nowadays where visual information is everywhere, and our let's just say our attention spans are decreasing. So this is why you need infographics more than ever, because it really helps get your point across. So to speak more towards the persuasiveness of them, say you have to report on something that you need to get funding for, or you need to sell something, putting instead of putting a chart with a bunch of, pie graphs or something, which pie graphs can be visual and you can do it in a good way, but pulling out some of that data in more of a visual way to make more of an impact. So just like I said, 90% of information is visual. Taking that out, like big 90, visual text showing icons, like, using iconography, like let's see, like people instead of charts and stuff like that, are really good ways to just make that information memorable and stick in somebody's mind to better help sell your idea or sell what outcome you want
Okay.
for.
And in that instance, are you really just saying, like, instead of literally blocking things and going, oh, well, we have, if you're looking at a chart and you're saying
Mhm.
productivity, 100 units of this versus 200 units of that,
Mhm.
if you were using different icons instead of just a bar with a number next to it, it's
Exactly.
going to relate to the humanistic nature of learning in a better way.
Yes, it's going to be more memorable for the viewer, and it's going to help tell your story better. There are actually many types of infographics, and there's different kinds, and that's what I'm going to go over in my presentation on June 10th, I believe. I'm going to show you the different types of infographics that are out there and when to use them. I'm also going to share tools for how to create infographics for free,
Okay.
and also kind of touch on some of the aspects of design and how you can use that in your infographics and presentations and stuff like that. I will also kind of go over some good and bad examples as well.
Oh, good and bad is always a great,
Mhm.
useful tool to know, especially things that are sort of tired or that, have been
Mhm.
used too much and that become cliche. We really
Exactly.
want to stay away from that because we want to be innovative and fresh in this L&D industry. Um, and we are really looking forward to your presentation.
Right.
Again, everybody, I know you want to hear more about this. Instructional designers, facilitators, management, we all need to know about this. And we can learn more about it from Natalie Ridgeway on June 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please join us for the webinar and we will see you there.
Looking